Arabian Nights, like Arabian Day. On the nights when the dark lasts a little bit longer. When the wind
Let me know when you're in here.
a little bit stronger.
And let me know that you can hear me and we're all working here. Hey, it's about to be good. It's about to be a good night. I will say that. I will say that. Just let me know that you're here. Let me know that it's working. Actually, I could probably check if it's working. Hold on. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Natalie! What's up, Natalie? Glad to have you here. Wait, what am I doing? Let me know when you're here. Darcy and Jake, what's up? Darcy and Jake and Natalie, what's going on? What's up with you guys? If I had to guess, I don't know. I am pumped though. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna test your knowledge. We're gonna talk a little bit. We're gonna play a game that's hopefully fun. Siblings don't cheat if you're together. Don't cheat in our game, because it could be possible to cheat in our game if you're siblings. Are we playing the drawing game? We're not. We did that. We did the drawing game. We did the drawing game a couple weeks ago, didn't we? Or a few weeks ago, a couple times ago we did. But yeah. We're gonna play another game that, I mean, you know everybody knows how to play it. It'll be fun. You'll have to send me some information about yourself, and then that I'm going to reveal to everybody else, and then you'll know when we get there. You'll know when we get there. Maylee and Aubrey and Lauren, what's going on? This is good. This is good. We need numbers. We need numbers. We need people. I need people to talk to and hang out with for the next hour or so. Obviously, we'll just wait. We'll just wait a sec. Maybe people are rolling in late or what. But we'll just chill. We'll just chill for a minute. 'Cause I still got a lot left in me. I hope y'all are doing good. I'm pretty much in full Christmas mode this time of year. It is December, so 'tis the season, as people would say. 'Tis this season. Ba-ba-ba-bow. Let me grab my telephone here. I may need it. I may need it during the game. Standing knee deep in my sin, you chase me down when I don't deserve it. You show me love, you don't make me earn it. I make a mess and I just start running, hoping you won't know. Oh, and I'm lost. Okay. What do we think? Like a couple more minutes, then we're good to go? You chase me down. Chase me down. Couple more minutes. Sometimes I can't believe. You stay when you don't have to, 'cause I was gonna try to say it in Spanish, but I don't think my Spanish is that good. So I won't. That's what love looks like. How is everybody doing? Huh? Big things, hey. Also, big announcements coming at the end. Big announcements. Well, we'll see. Actually, I don't even know. We'll see. You chase, you chase, you chase. You chase. All right, 7:06. Time to go. Everybody's who's here. Let me know if you're here, so I know that you're here. If you haven't said so yet. Well, I just want to get started. We're gonna warm up. Turn the music down a little bit here. We're going to warm up with a couple of questions, get us ready for the game. Okay? Just a couple of questions here. And then we're going to get going, and hopefully I'm going to hear from all of you, and then the rest of us. Okay, so here we go. Anyway, let's just start off with a couple of questions and see if you know them. Type it in the chat here on YouTube. You can. And if you don't, if you're like on your phone or I don't know what, if you can't type in the chat, feel free to text me as well. Also, my camera is huge. Let's make that smaller. So, let me know if you know who the youngest youth group leader is. The youngest leader. We have, your options are me, Ross, Riss, Evan, Boyd, and Lindsay. Who is the youngest? Who is the youngest for a point? The youngest, the youngest. I have received one text. I have received one confirmation. I'm not going to reveal yet if they're right or not, but they could be. Ooh, okay. Jake and, okay. Jake and Darcy say Riss. Natalie says Ben. That's me. Thank you. I'm flattered. And oh, Haley says me as well. This is interesting. Okay. I don't know how. Maylee and Aubrey were guessing well with the songs the other week, and they're guessing well this week again. Evan is the youngest leader. I know Evan's the youngest. those of you who said me, I'm flattered. I'm not that young. But I believe the order from youngest to oldest goes Evan, Riss, me, Ross, Boyd, Lindsay. I believe that's the order from youngest to oldest. Another question, this is just warm up, people. This is just warm up. We're just warming up, just seeing if you know your stuff. Evan indeed was the answer. Let's go on to the next question here. Which leader does not eat fruit? Let me know what you think. Couldn't hear the music, man. Interesting. Okay, you all know this one. Okay, good. You all know this one. It is indeed Riss. So here's the game that we're gonna play. We're gonna do Riss. You all know it. We're gonna do 2 truths and a lie. I will first do a couple about myself. Just a couple. 2. There'll be 3 statements on the screen. 2 of them will be true, and 1 of them will be a lie. So you need to figure out and say in the chat which one you think is the lie. And if you get it right, you may. Yeah, I mean, if you guys would like to text me, then you don't see other people's answers. So then maybe people are just maybe cheating here. Yeah, why don't you text me? You all have my info. And there'll be 2 truths and a lie. And then also, I'm just going to do a couple of my own, and I want you each to do one. So siblings, don't cheat. You each send me 3 facts about yourself, and 1 of them's not true. And then I will present it to everybody else and say, this is now Darcy's turn, and these are her statements. Which one do we think is a lie about Darcy? Okay? So be thinking about 3 statements, and I'll give you a little bit of time to do that as well. But let's just start for practice to do a couple about me. Okay? I have 3 siblings. I am the tallest one in my family. And I have brown eyes. Let me know which one of these is not true. 2 of them are true. 1 of them is not true. Which one is the lie? I'm not just wishing, I know I'm praying to a God who listens. I know He hears. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I like this too. You guys are working on your texting abilities. Does anybody need my info? There, just in case people don't have it. Just in case people don't have it or need it. There you go. I'll give people 20 more seconds here. Interesting, interesting. How well do you know me? How well do you know me? It's okay if you don't know, and I won't blame you. These might be a little difficult. Which one is not true? Alright, I'm going to reveal, and then we'll move on. So, the answers that came in, it was between me being the tallest in my family and me having 3 siblings. I do have brown eyes. You guys were good on that one. So brown eyes is true. The other one that is true is I have 3 siblings. The one that's a lie is I'm the tallest one in my family. I have 2 older brothers. And I have a little sister. And not the oldest, but the second oldest brother is taller than I am, by quite a bit actually. He's pretty tall. So I am the tallest one in my family is the lie. Good work. Good work for those of you who got it. Next one. I like to put a little milk in my coffee. Chicken wings are my favorite food. And breakfast is my least favorite meal. Which one of these is false? Okay, interesting. I think, also by the way, I think we can just, I think we can just type them in the chat too, if it's easier. I don't think, people are saying all different stuff, so, except not really this one. But, if you'd like to just type it in the chat, type it in the chat too, if that's easier. I think if I was on a computer, I'd like to just type it, so. Go ahead and type in the chat if you want. Otherwise, feel free to text me. Wow. So, for this one, the vast majority thought the lie was breakfast is my least favorite meal. And I will tell you that one's actually true. I'm not a really huge fan of breakfast. I'd much rather prefer lunch items and dinner items. So, no, I'm not a big fan of breakfast, and that is actually true. I prefer lunch and dinner. The other one is chicken wings are my favorite food. That is also true. I love chicken wings. So the lie is I like to put milk in my coffee. I've actually never done that. I'm pretty sure that's a thing, but I don't do it. I do love coffee, but I drink my coffee black. So. Now, I think this will be fun to do it with all of you. So I'll give you like 5 minutes or so to send me 2 truths and a lie about yourself. And for siblings, maybe have one of you text me, one of you type it in the chat here. This might be a little bit longer. I'm gonna reveal like who you are. See, this is Darcy's, 2 personal lives. This is Haley's. This is whatever. So send them in the chat to me, or text me, or try to guess each person's lie here, because I like to do this with each of you and see if I can get them as well. And then you're gonna have to let me know. I'll let you know when you have to reveal the answer to us as well. So just three simple statements, 2 of them being true, and 2 of them being a lie. I mean, what am I saying? 2 of them being true and 1 of them being a lie. 3 statements. We can just enjoy. What? Oh, this is gonna be fun for me. This is gonna be fun. Okay. It's gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Feel free to type them in the chat too, people. You can utilize a keyboard if you're on a computer. Yep. Some people have sent them in. Some people need some more time yet. Think about it. Think it over. 3 statements. Did I tell you? I don't know if I told all you, or if you watched the Thanksgiving video. But when we're back in person, I have some great games and activities planned. It's gonna be awesome. I think we're really stepping up the games here. So the in-person games, I think, are gonna be an absolute riot. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So look forward to that as well. When you think about going back in person. Also, I would like to say we will have a Christmas party. Whether that happens in December or not, that is still up for discussion. But whenever we're allowed to meet back in person, we are going to celebrate Christmas, because we're not missing out on that. So really? Okay. Okay. We're getting a few more in here. I'm going to give you just like another minute or so for those who are still thinking. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, and we'll get going with these. This is going to be fun. It's going to be good. Those of you who've actually sent me your list of 3 statements, can you also... Never mind. We'll wait. We'll wait with that.
The snow glows white on the
Mountain
light,
light,
not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of
Frozen.
isolation, and it looks like
Frozen.
queen. The wind is howling.
Okay, we're gonna start with Natalie. Okay. Darcy and Jake, I assume you have an advantage here. This is your sister, so we'll see. Natalie's 3 statements are. Whoops. I'm gonna type them out to make it a little bit easier as well. Her first statement is, I have a pet shrimp. I have brown eyes. And I play softball. This is Natalie. Which one of these do we think is Natalie's lie? Okay. Darcy got it pretty quickly. But she may have had an advantage because she is her sister and spends a lot of time in that way. So. Okay. We got a vote for I have a pet shrimp. We have a vote for I have brown eyes. And the answer is I have brown eyes. Well done, Natalie. I am actually curious. I actually didn't even know you had a pet shrimp. That's very interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. But well done. All right. We will go on. We're gonna go on to Melee. I think Melee tried to. Melee statements are gonna be difficult here, I think.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Melee statements are: I have been to Tennessee 2 times. I've been to. I can't read. I've been to Florida 7 times. I have been to Kentucky 1 time. Interesting. I'm not sure which one is a lie yet. I have my guess. Melee, if you'd like to send me which one of these is your lie, so I can inform everybody. But what do we think? I think I think maybe. Really? Some people are guessing Florida 7 times. Really? Everybody's guessing the Florida 7. I don't think it's the Florida 7 times, actually. I think Florida is a pretty popular destination. So I'm thinking that one might be correct. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna guess. I think I'm gonna guess Kentucky one time. I don't think. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna guess Kentucky one time. Melee, can you inform us which one is correct? So we'll figure out. Really? She's been to Kentucky one time. I don't want to say that I was right, but I was right. Woo! Okay, that feels good. That feels good, people. On to the next one. On to the next. This one is Haley. I won't say anything for this one because I already know what the lie is. Haley's statements. I get scared really easily. Christmas is my favorite holiday. And I like cats. Like a prisoner set free. Okay. I get scared really easily. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I like cats. What are we thinking? Nazi, mercy, mercy came running. We got a few guesses. in here. Haley, they might know you too well here. They might know you too well. Okay. The answer is, the lie is, I like cats. Haley does not like cats. Well done, Haley. Thank you for sending those in. Next, we're going to do Jake. This is Jake now. Everybody knows Jake. Jake. Statements are. Jake's statements are, I have green eyes. I do not eat condiments, so ketchup, mustard, things of that nature. And I drink coffee every day. These are Jake's statements. And what do we think the lie is? I do not know which one. I have not been told yet which is the lie. If I had to guess, for some reason I don't think it's I have green eyes. I think Jake has green eyes. I'm not actually really sure, but I don't think that's it. Do I have a feeling? Now, coffee every day is a lot of coffee, but also I've seen Jake drink lots of Mountain Dew, so I think he can handle his caffeine. Why? I don't know why. I don't know why, but I feel like it's I do not eat comics. I for some reason I feel like that's it. And I'm gonna lock in. That is my final answer. Jake. Wait. I have green eyes. I think I'm switching. I'm switching. Can I redo my lock in? I do actually want to go with I drink coffee every day. I think that's the lie. I think that's a lie because I actually do think Jake does not eat condiments. Yeah. So Jake, can you? No, I didn't cheat. I was thinking that wrong, but yes, the lie is I drink coffee every day. So well done, people. People got that right. Jake, they know you. They know you. All right, we will move on to. We're gonna move on to Aubrey. And Aubrey's statements are: I have been to Indiana. I hate whipped cream. And I had 3 cats. This is Aubrey. I do not think it's the first one. And I'm thinking, who hates whipped cream? I feel like that might be a bait. Might be getting baited into picking that answer, but it's not true. I mean, I might. I'm between the cats and the whipped cream. I'm between the cats and the whipped cream. But I think I'm gonna go with. I had 3 cats is the lie. That's my guess. I'm going with the third one. We have some guesses for 2. Yeah, I know. I thought it was 2 as well, but I'm switching up here. Melee or Aubrey, can you let me in on which one's the lie here? I think it's 3. I think it's the cats. I do have a text. I don't know if that was for Maylee's or that was for Aubrey's. 3 is a lie. Well done. Well done. I do all know you pretty well. I feel like this is good. This is fun. I think
Redemption's hill, where your blood was spilled.
Darcy. I don't know if I got any statements.
Ransom.
If you would like, wait.
Everything I once held deep, I count it all as lost.
That's all right. I'm not going to force anybody into it.
Where your love
If you have statements and send them over quick, we can pause and we can do them. If anybody else, because I don't think I have statements from anybody else. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anybody. So we can move on to our little talk here, and then I'm gonna let you loose. And Darcy, if you end up sending me stuff, we can do it. We can do it. So, what are we going to be discussing today? We're going to be talking about friends and faith. A little bit about who should we pick as our friends, how we hang out with our friends, and how does that help us grow in our faith, and how does that help us in our relationship with Jesus. Um, Darcy says she texted me. Hold on, everybody. Darcy, I'm not seeing it. Darcy, I'm not seeing it. Um, okay. She can't think of anything. That's okay. Okay, so we're talking about friends and faith. Um, and how do friends play into our faith and into our lives. And when we think about faith and we think about living for Jesus, that we want that to pour into everything that we do, right? In school and when we hang out with our friends. So how does this play into our lives, and how do our friends play into our faith, and how can we grow in our faith through the context of friends? I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience growing up. So, my experience with this area, I think for me, I think it's really important to have friends that and again, this doesn't need to be all your friends, but you have some friends in your life who you hang out with and have fun with, um, who help you grow in your faith, who are also trying to learn about the Bible and learn about God and grow closer to Him, and you can hold each other accountable, and you can share Bible verses with one another. You can read the Bible together, and you can help each other grow. I think that is super important to have, and we do some of that in youth group, because I think in youth group too, we're all friends, and we all get to hang out and have fun together. So I think that's something that we get to do in youth group. But more than that too, when you're hanging out with friends at school, when you're hanging out doing whatever, that you have those friends in your life, um, who have faith as well, and who are also trying to learn and study about Jesus. So in my experience, growing up, I in high school I ended up making a profession of faith, and I wanted to take my faith seriously. Um, I knew that Jesus had died for my sins, and I wanted to live a life for Him. And I decided to do that. Yet it was hard. It was hard for me to grow as I got to college, because a lot of the friends I hung out with um, weren't doing that, weren't living that certain way. And so when I think about when I hung out with some of my friends long ago, we'd have fun together. We would, and it was a lot of fun, but none of it really poured into my spiritual life. And some of the choices that my friends were making weren't great, and so I never got to grow, and I never got to learn in my faith. And one thing that's helped me grow a lot in my faith is even more recently in my life, that I have a group of friends who are also trying to learn more about the Bible and grow in their faith, and we can have discussions with one another about, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And how do you think Jesus wants me to live in this certain area? Or how can I and how can I live better? And what are your guys' experiences, and what have you gone through? So that has helped me a lot grow in my faith, to surround yourself, and these don't have to be all your friends, but to have some people in your life who are following Jesus and trying to grow their faith, like you are trying to do. And yeah, we do a little bit of this in youth group as well. So one story we're going to read to help us look at this is in Matthew 13, 1 through 9. It's the parable of the sower. And it goes like this. That same day, Jesus went out of the house and sat by the lake. Such large crowds gathered around him that he got into a boat and sat in it, while all the people stood on the shore. Then he told them many things in parables, saying, a farmer went out to sow his seed, and as he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. And some fell on the rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow, but when the sun came up, the plants were scorched and they withered because they had no root. Others, other seed fell among the thorns, which grew up and choked the plants. Still other seed fell on good soil, where it produced a crop, 160 or 30 times what was sown. Whoever has ears, let them hear. Okay, this is what we got. We have a sower. He throws some seed down. Some fall on the rocks and on the pathway, get eaten by birds, and the seeds on the rock grow quickly initially, but then they wither in the sun. And then other seeds get choked out by other plants, and then other seeds are in good soil and grow a lot. So when we're thinking about how do we grow in our faith, we need to put ourselves in good soil. And how do we do that? The seeds. One issue with the seeds on the pathway and on the rocks, it's not deep enough. They don't go deep enough, and it withers. So when we think in the context of friends and surrounding yourself with good soil and surrounding yourself with good friends. Maybe you've gone on a mission trip, or youth group, or something just really stuck out to you, and you have that moment where you're like, I really want to live for Jesus. You get excited, and you're like, I want to learn more about the Bible. But then maybe a couple weeks goes by, and that falls away. You don't do that, and that's kind of like the seeds on the rocks in the pathway. Initially, they grow a lot, but then it scatters off. And I think what we need is consistency, and what we need is deep relationships with friends around us who are also trying to learn about Jesus. That we have people at church, we have leaders, we have friends who are encouraging us and keep encouraging us to grow. Where you don't just hear about Jesus and then people will say, well, go figure it out and go try to live for Jesus, but no one's helping you with how can we do that. So find those people in your life. That could be someone like me, like another youth leader, or friends in your life that are looking for that. The other plants um, get choked out by other plants. Now this can be like other things in life. Maybe something happens in your life that makes you fall away from the faith. It makes you fall away from God. Or you get too distracted with sports or school or making money at your job or whatever you have going on, and you let these distractions get in the way of growing in your faith. And those things can come and choke and help us not to grow. So again, surrounding yourself with people in your life who are going to continually remind you, hey, put God first. Hey, live in this way. And that's what we want with a good soil. And that's how we grow and that's how we grow in our faith and to grow quickly. And that for me was a huge deal when I had friends. So just recently, just these past 2 days, I went and I slept at a friend's house. I visited a friend, stayed at his house. Listen, we had a great time. We had a really good time and it was fun. But that wasn't the only part of it. We prayed before we ate together. We had good discussions about faith. He talked to me about his church and what's going on there. I got to hear and grow, and it was enriching for me in my life, and it was enriching for him in his life. It wasn't just like fun and that was it, but we got to pour into each other's life and grow in that way. And I just got to do that this weekend, where I get to have a lot of fun with people, and that's what friends are for. And we get to laugh and to play games and to have fun. But we also prayed together, and we also talked to one another. And we also talked about like, this is what I'm struggling with, and what do you think about this? And we get to pour into each other's lives and enrich our lives, and that's what we need to grow. That's what we need, and I encourage you to find that in youth leaders or in people around you who are also trying to grow in their faith. Because that is a huge deal. So we need to surround ourselves with good soil. We're going to watch a short YouTube clip here. I'm going to play part of a video about friends, and this is just all it is like a motivational video for people that some people watch to get motivation. I don't know if you've ever seen these kind of videos. It's not a Christian video, but I think it goes along with what we're talking about. So we can watch it and analyze it and say, how can this help us, and how does this apply to our Christian faith? As we look at this video with a Christian lens, what can we learn from it? So here it is.
The people you meet are going to be the most important thing in your life. And that goes for your family, that goes for your friends who you have right now. Yeah, you want to be surrounded by great people. You really are the average of the 5 people or 10 people that you're surrounded by. We all think that we can withstand influence. We can.
Good habits are hard to come by. But what's even harder to come by are people that have good habits that you can be around. That's even tougher. You are the average of the 5 people that you spent the most time with growing up. But most of the guys and gals on the planet.
That's it. That's the short video we watched. They say you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Who you spend a lot of time with and who you invest most of your time with is kind of who you end up being. So there's kind of that saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And so are we surrounding ourselves with good influences in our life? And yes, that doesn't have to be all our friends, but we need to have some good influence in our lives who are pointing us in the right direction, so we can be that for other people. But if you're surrounded by a bunch of friends who are a bad influence, that one guy said, we all think we can withstand influence, but we can't. When you have friends who are maybe is doing something that's not right, and you have multiple people saying, oh yeah, this is fine, go ahead and do this, even though you feel like it's not right, you might end up doing it if that's who you continually spend time with. So surround yourself with good influences. So last couple points here is living a life within the story of Jesus brings meaning and purpose to life. I think we talked about last time we talked about I think it was an online youth group, that where you talk about when you give something to God, He blesses it and enriches it. If we keep it just for ourselves, that's all it'll ever be. So if friends are fun, right, and that is part of it, that's part of it, but it doesn't go deep enough. And if it doesn't go any deeper than that, it won't help you grow in your faith. So, yes, friends are fun, but if that's it, it's got to mean more than that, right? So, for example, if Jesus brings meaning and purpose into people's lives, and when you look at stuff in the context of the Bible, let's say you climb a mountain with a friend, and then you're looking over, and it's a beautiful view, and you see a sunset, and you see trees, and you're up high in this mountain, you get to see everything that's below you. Without God, without faith, that's all that is, a beautiful view. And you get to see it, and that's it. But when we look at it within the story of Jesus, we know that there's a creator, a God of everything, who created that. And who now gives it to us that we get to enjoy this earth, that we need to take care of this earth. And there's a God who made that and who wants to be in a relationship with us. And he's so powerful that he did that, and yet he still wants to be with us. And it gives context to who we are and what we're doing here. It gives us purpose. If your friends are fun, that's a good thing. But if that's it, we need to go deeper with that than that. We need to know that we're made for relationship. And we need to be in relationship with other people who are going to help us grow and help us in our faith and encourage us to do good things. Because like I said, just this weekend that I had with my friends was a great time. I got to talk about struggles in life. I got to pray with my friends before we ate. And also, I got to have a lot of fun. It's deeper and it's enriching, and you help each other pour into your lives. So look for that. So yeah, we want to surround ourselves with people who encourage us and build us and help us push us towards Jesus in our faith. And that may be hard to find right now during COVID. But keep that in mind, that we want to surround ourselves with people who are going to be consistent in our lives and helping us grow and helping us learn. And I will tell you, that's what the leaders are there for. Lindsay and Riss and Ross and Evan and Boyd and me and all those people who, if you need somebody, when you say, hey, I want to learn more, or hey, I want to make profession of faith, we want to be there for you in that. We want to have fun with you. We want to play games in youth group and do all this great stuff. But we also want to keep encouraging you. Listen, there's meaning and there's purpose. And Jesus died on the cross for you and has saved you from your sin. Look towards that. Look into that. Run after that. And I'm not just going to tell that to you and then let you go. I'm going to tell that to you, and then I'm going to walk with you. And me and the leader is going to walk with you and say, oh, you have a question about this? Here's what I think. Here's what the Bible says. Here's what this, and we'll walk with you as you pursue and as you learn more about faith. So we will do that for you. And so if you think, and there's people at church who will do that for you. And we'll learn more about that later as well. But that's what I want you to think about tonight. Think about who in my life can I have that I'm pouring into them and they're pouring into me. But yeah, we get to have fun together too, and that's friendship right there. People who encourage and push us towards Jesus, but we also get to have fun with. So that's that. Think about that. Find those people in your life. And I know the leaders will be there for you as well. To be a friend when you need it, and to push you towards Jesus when you need it, and to answer your questions. We may not be able to answer all of them, but we will most definitely try. Okay. That's that. Again, look for me this week. Hey, look for me this week. I may be popping by in person this week, so stay tuned for that. I may be making some visits with y'all, and I will send out an email to your parents about that as well. But that's one thing to look forward to. Another thing to look forward to is a youth group Christmas party that will be good and will happen, whether that's in December or not. We don't know yet, but it will happen. Okay, eventually we will do that. And also, I have some unbelievable games that I would like that we're gonna play once we're back in person too. I've been working on them. They're great. So look forward to that as well. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight and listening. And I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, reach out to your leaders too if you need anything. We will be there for you. And yeah, I hope we can get together soon. And we will be in contact. All right. Have a good night. Do your homework. And text your leaders. Okay? All right. Later, friends.